Let us talk about money, or simply speaking, visualize quality management economics. Usually we start with selecting quality assurance management strategy, after which we have to justify testing return on investments, after which we have to analyze build or buy, so-called build versus buy analysis. If we build it, we need to build actual testing team, create roles, assign responsibility, and train such teams before testing starts. During testing execution phase, we need to lead and manage a testing team. And finally, all this supposed to end in approval, in user acceptance approval, and receiving official sign-off from senior management and project stakeholders. Let's review quality management body of knowledge. Or simply speaking, quality assurance strategy versus test automation strategy. Let's start from left to right. During QA, we have to create test management strategy plan, and automation, create test automation strategy plan. In QA organization, we have to follow your particular organization quality assurance standard. However, for test automation, we have to follow your particular organization quality assurance engineering standards. Because you engineer your test, your automated tests. For quality assurance, we need to justify quality assurance return on investment. Same as justified test automation return on investment, if it's worth to automate test cases at all. QA evaluate required test team skills, same as QAE or quality assurance engineering evaluate test automation test skills. Same decision, build versus buy for both strategies. In QA, we have to categorize test lifecycle methodology. But for test automation, we have to categorize automation tool selection. Which automation tools you're gonna be using? For example, are you going to be using Java or Python? Are you going to use Selenium or new one, Playwright and Cypress? You have for QA, you have to create test team roles and assign responsibilities. You have to create separate team roles. They're not supposed to be flat or equal, and assign different responsibilities. For test automation, sometimes you have not qualified team, so you have to build and train automation team roles. For quality assurance, you have to convert requirement traceability metrics to test case metrics artifacts for incoming verification and validation. And for automation, you have to convert functional from manual to automated regression test cases. For quality assurance, it would be useful to know some quality management standard ISO 9001, total quality management, capability maturity model, and possibly Lean Six Sigma. For test automation, you need to analyze automation process metrics, create test case environment architecture, plan automation maintenance in advance. Same as quality assurance, you have to plan your testing maintenance in advance. For both of them, these days, sometimes they talk a lot about stewardship, leadership, servant leadership. Based on my own subjective practical experience, I don't recommend you. You have to stay in control. And for quality assurance management, I advise do not act as a servant. Manage your team, stay in control. And for test automation lead, do not act as a servant, lead your team. You have to, if you are a leader for test automation team, you need to know actual automation. Now let's talk separately, quality management economy. Quality management is the economic strategy of overseeing all activities to meet or exceed customer expectations, which leads to a competitive advantage, higher profitability, and reduced costs from waste and defects. It focuses on long-term success by improving processes, products, and services through planning, assurance, control, and improvement, ultimately boosting customer satisfaction and market competitiveness. Make sure who do you select in your testing team for testing projects. There are different difficulty testing projects that could be really difficult, starting with web applications, ending in complicated databases and mainframes. Economic benefits of quality management: reduce costs, which means minimizing defects and waste through effective quality management, directly lowers production costs and improves the efficient use of resources. Increased efficiency, streamlined and consistent processes lead to higher productivity and better use of time and other resources. Higher revenue, improved quality can result in a better business reputation, enabling a company to charge higher prices and potentially leading to increased sales volume. Market competitiveness. Quality is a crucial factor in competing in both domestic and global market. It can provide a competitive edge and open opportunities for businesses to enter new markets. And finally, long-term growth. By improving customer satisfaction and loyalty, quality management fosters a strong brand reputation and stable customer base, which is essential for sustainable growth. Test automation economy. Test automation economics focus on return on investment of automated testing, which involves comparing its cost against its benefits, such as reduced costs against benefits, such as reduced labor and time savings from a repetitive task, which is mostly regression testing. While initial investment in tools, infrastructure, and training are high, test automation can lead to significant long-term cost savings through faster release cycles, higher quality, reduced errors, and increased productivity. Let's take a look at benefits of test automation. Reduce time and cost. Automated tests can be run repeatedly and much faster than manual tests, reducing execution time from weeks to hours and lowering labor costs for repetitive tasks. Faster time to market. Automation allows for more frequent and rapid software releases, enabling companies to capitalize on market opportunities sooner as expected. Improved quality. Automation reduces human error, which leads to fewer bugs in production and higher overall product quality. Increased productivity. Testers can focus on more complex and critical tasks rather than being bogged down by repetitive manual execution. Higher test coverage. It is often easier and more cost-effective to achieve higher test coverage with automation, especially for large-scale projects. And finally, competitive advantage. The ability to deliver high-quality software quickly is essential for staying competitive in today's worldwide market.